Las Vegas, the city famed for never sleeping, is going silent in 2025. MGM Resorts just cut all 6 of its concierge desks, 34 jobs erased with a single memo. Visitor numbers are plunging, thousands of workers gone. Corporate modernization sounds efficient, but is it wiping out the city's soul? The real crisis goes far beyond empty lobbies. So what happens when a city forgets its people? MGM's internal memo landed on a Saturday night, one line buried near the bottom. Concierge desks at 6 flagship resorts would close by Monday. No press release, no warning for guests, just a sudden shift in the rhythm of the Strip. At MGM Grand, Mandalay Bay, Park MGM, and 3 more properties, 34 long-serving concierges arrived for work, only to find their badges deactivated. Some learned their fate from a group text. HR managers handed out pink slips in silent back offices, citing optimization and guest experience modernization. Official statements avoided the word layoff, promising digital support and new possibilities, but the reality was immediate. Empty desks, sealed drawers, and a line of staff escorted out the service entrance. Union reps logged 13 grievances by noon. For guests, the only clue was a sign: service now available by phone or digital app. For workers, decades of knowledge and personal connection were swept aside, erased with the tap of a badge reader. Room after room sits empty, but the numbers tell an even starker story. In June 2025, Las Vegas welcomed just over 3.1 million visitors, down more than 11% from the same month last year. Hotels that once ran near full capacity now average only 78.7% occupancy, the lowest since the pandemic. Revenue per available room, a key measure for the industry, has fallen to just above $120 a night, down nearly 14% year over year, the steepest drop in recent memory. Each dip in these metrics means more than lost profit. It means fewer jobs. In just 2 months, 4,300 hospitality positions vanished across the city, from housekeepers to front desk staff. For every empty room, a paycheck disappears. The Strip's decline is no longer hidden behind bright lights and digital ads. It's charted in lost millions, vacant lobbies, and pink slips piling up in HR offices. The shock at MGM didn't stay contained. Within days, similar notices appeared at Resorts World, Venetian, Fontainebleau, and Treasure Island, each announcing the end of in-person service desks. At the Venetian, HR emailed overnight. Guest services would be handled by kiosks and mobile apps starting next shift. Fontainebleau's lobby, once staffed by a dozen front desk agents, now offered only glowing kiosks and roaming tech support. Resorts World's union bulletin board filled with copies of separation letters, each citing operational alignment. Treasure Island installed automated check-in booths, removing 3 full-time positions without public comment. Across the Strip, the pattern repeated. Human roles erased, replaced by touchscreen menus and QR codes. What began as a single company's cost-saving move became the new industry standard almost overnight. For guests, personal greetings disappeared, replaced by digital prompts and generic app notifications. For workers, the message was clear. If a job could be automated, it was already on borrowed time. Maria Esteban spent 22 years guiding guests through the maze of Las Vegas, arranging last-minute show tickets and remembering anniversaries by heart. After the desk closures, she pawned her mother's gold bracelet. Rent was due, and unemployment checks barely covered groceries. She scrolled through job boards, sending out 19 applications in a week, but only 2 diners called back. By September, Maria was bagging groceries part-time, her health insurance gone, and her sense of purpose slipping away. She joined a therapy group for laid-off hospitality workers, searching for connection in a city that once thrived on it. James Price, known as Jimmy on the casino floor, supervised table games for nearly 3 decades. When his position vanished in August, he cashed out his 401k to keep up with 2 mortgages. He called old customers, hoping to keep relationships alive, but the lines rang to digital menus or voicemail. Most nights, Jimmy logged into an online support group for casino veterans, trading memories and worries about what comes next. Lila Nguyen poured drinks and laughter for 21 years. Now she juggles rideshare shifts and meal deliveries, her tips replaced by unpredictable app payouts. On her last day, she posted a photo of the empty lounge, velvet chairs stacked, lights dimmed. "Goodbye to my second home," she wrote. The city's promise of steady work and belonging had vanished, leaving only the hustle to survive. Nevada's economy once thrived on the constant churn of visitors and the steady pulse of the Strip. Now, the fallout from casino layoffs ripples far beyond hotel walls. Statewide unemployment has climbed past 6.5%, erasing years of slow recovery. Small businesses that depended on the Strip's endless demand now face a daily struggle to survive. Sunny Fresh Linens, a laundry service tucked off Tropicana, let go 8 of 20 workers after losing 3 major casino contracts in July. At Valentino's Floral, orders dropped by a quarter, forcing the owner to lay off 2 longtime florists and suspend health insurance. Peg's Diner in Paradise saw lunch receipts fall by 27% in a single quarter. The owner cut the waitstaff in half. For these vendors, every lost casino account means fewer paychecks, fewer families with health coverage, and a shrinking sense of security. The Strip's digital transformation has left an entire web of local suppliers fighting to stay afloat, their fortunes tied to decisions made in distant boardrooms. Inside MGM's quarterly boardroom, the language is all about efficiency. On the second quarter earnings call, Chief Financial Officer Jonathan Halkyard explains, "We're always managing labor expenses." The numbers behind that statement are stark. Automation and layoffs have stabilized margins, even as revenue from hotel rooms and gaming slips. Official filings show that while visitor counts and occupancy rates dropped, MGM's operating costs fell sharply, thanks to digital kiosks, centralized call centers, and AI scheduling that trim payroll without public fanfare. Board minutes, later leaked, reveal the real calculation. Maintain asset values, protect the brand image, and keep shareholders satisfied. As a result, dividends resumed and capital poured into new guest-facing technology, not staff rehiring. Meanwhile, Clark County's room tax revenue, estimated between $360 and $390 million for fiscal year 2024, is now projected to fall by at least 5% as fewer guests fill beds. Public statements frame these cuts as modernization and guest-centric evolution. But inside executive memos, the focus is clear. Cost containment. First, people second. On paper, the strategy works. In reality, the city's social contract is quietly rewritten, one balance sheet at a time. The soul of Las Vegas used to live in its smallest gestures. A favorite drink remembered, a smile at check-in, a show ticket held aside for a regular. In 2025, that warmth is vanishing. Guest satisfaction scores have dropped 22 points since 2023, the sharpest decline in decades. Repeat visitor rates, once the city's secret engine, have fallen by 15%. Longtime guests now describe the city as cold and indifferent, a place where they feel like a number, not a person. Feedback surveys echo the same refrain. No one remembered my name. I missed the faces that made me feel welcome. The old promise of Vegas, personal recognition, a sense of belonging, has faded into digital prompts and automated replies. The city that once thrived on connection now greets visitors with silence, and the people who shaped its magic are nowhere to be found. Across the country, the Las Vegas story is becoming a warning. Nationally, hospitality jobs remain 20% below pre-pandemic levels. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that, as of June 2025, 3 million positions in hotels, restaurants, and tourism have not returned. Experts at the McKinsey Global Institute forecast that by 2027, nearly 30% of frontline service roles, concierges, front desk agents, cashiers, will be replaced or transformed by AI and digital tools. Analysts now call Las Vegas a laboratory for this new reality. A city where the human face of service is being swapped for screens and algorithms. While executives praise efficiency and cost savings, the price is counted in lost jobs and a vanishing sense of welcome. The shift happening on the Strip is not an isolated event. It's a preview of what's coming to every city built on service, and it's arriving faster than anyone predicted. In April 2025, MGM Resorts closed 6 concierge desks, cutting 34 jobs in a single day. That decision, documented in internal memos, set off a wave of layoffs and automation across the Strip. By mid-year, Las Vegas visitor counts had dropped to 3.1 million, and more than 4,000 hospitality jobs vanished. State labor reports showed Nevada's unemployment rate climbing past 6.5%. Despite rising profits for some corporations, local businesses and workers faced shrinking incomes and fewer options. As of this report, there is no public record of a plan to restore lost jobs or reverse the shift to digital service. The long-term impact on Las Vegas's identity and economy remains uncertain, with many internal documents and future strategies undisclosed. What is clear, supported by employment data and first-hand accounts, is that the city's transformation was neither inevitable nor invisible. The fate of Las Vegas now stands as a record of decisions made and of questions that remain unanswered.